overseas to buy petroleum. Now you may ask, now wait a minute, I thought we are now producing more and more and more oil right here, and we are. And that's great here in the Gulf, in Alaska, in the Bakken, and all over our country. And it is a blessing. The trouble is that 75% of all of the oil reserves in the world are under the control of a cartel. And so as much as we produce here in the United States, and we should, it may enable us to say, well, we're always going to have access to oil. Yes, we will. But it's going to be priced by a cartel. You can do that when you own 75% of something. It won't matter if we produce more. They will simply produce less and maintain the price wherever they want it. Well, what do you do about that? The only way that you can really have an affordable price to handle the transportation of our country, and I'm talking about everything that moves, airplanes, ships, your cars and mine, and Ivan Smith's trucks, is to have a fuel you can put in it that can compete at the pump on price with petroleum. Well, natural gas can do that. You talk in terms of equivalent amount of energy. Natural gas is about 1/5 the price of a petroleum product. Well, you have to go to a lot of trouble and invest a lot of risk capital to be able to adapt or transform a vehicle to be able to use natural gas. And that's money that Ivan Smith, Trey, Jonathan, the company, put at risk, betting on the come that the payback will come if they drive trucks far enough, long enough. And when you're paying 1/5 the price, it doesn't take all that long. It takes this kind of risk capital and management and determination to be able to do it in a furniture company that may not have the biggest fleet in the world, but it is significant enough for them to take the risk, do it, hire the people, provide the jobs, and enable the 18-wheelers as well as the local municipal community service in their trucks. So I applaud them. This is contributing an important step, a vital step to giving our country, for the first time ever, a sensible energy policy. I was on a platform about 2 years ago with Senator Gary Hart. We were talking to a university. And in the question and answer period, a young woman stood up and said, why is it our country cannot develop an energy policy? And Senator Hart, tongue-in-cheek, said, well, you're wrong about that. We do have an energy policy. We run everything that moves in the air and on the ground and at sea on one fuel. And we buy it from a cartel. And about every 5 or 10 years, we go to war to maintain the privilege. Stop and think about that. Really, the wars that we've been involved with for the past 10 years in the Middle East to counter terrorism, and the terrorism that can put us at risk also puts at risk the free flow of oil and gas in and out of the Persian Gulf. We can do better than that. Instead of risking the lives of servicemen and women and sending $400 million a year overseas, let's use something that's here. It's American. It's made in Louisiana, Haynesville, and elsewhere, Marcellus, Barnett, Eagle Ford. Use it. Turn it into a competitive fuel, a cheaper fuel, a cleaner fuel, and a fuel that's right here at home. So I really applaud the Ivan Smith Company. Congratulations to Trey, Jonathan, the whole team at Ivan Smith. It's benefiting the people of Louisiana, and this will be the seed that is planted that will give us one day in your lifetime an energy policy worthy of the name, where you can drive up to a pump and price whatever's cheapest today. I'm betting it's going to be natural gas.